Welcome to the next topic of maths chapter coordinate geometry. This topic we are going to study about area of a triangle. So suppose we have a triangle ABC with vertices A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2 and C, x3, y3. All the coordinates of three vertices are known. Then the area of triangle ABC is given by half of mod of, you see these two vertical lines, these two vertical lines are known as mod or modulus. Okay, I will tell you what is the meaning of mod or modulus. Mod of half of mod of x1 bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 bracket y1 minus y2. Okay, so we know that area of triangle is half times base times height. This is the regular, you can say, way of finding the area of triangle. Also, there is one Heron's formula which you have learned in class ninth. But this formula of area of triangle is based on coordinate geometry. Okay, so we are going to use this new formula which I have showed you here. Now, I told you that I'm going to tell you what modulus means. Now, see, modulus is a certain operation where whatever number you're going to put in between these two vertical bars, if the number is negative, then if you put it between these two bars, it becomes positive. If it is already positive, then it remains positive. So modulus makes negative numbers positive. So why there is a modulus in this formula for area of triangle? Because area is a measure which can never be negative. Area can never be negative. So whatever answer you get inside, you have to make it positive and then multiply it by 1 by 2. Okay, let's do one example. Okay, I'll do the second one. First, let me write the formula for area. Half into mod of x1 bracket y2 minus y3, x1 bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 bracket y1 minus y2. Wait, why am I putting mods over here? This is simple bracket, y3 minus y1, y1 minus y2, and I will close it with a mod, x3 bracket y1 minus y2. Yeah, so it is perfect. Okay, area's formula is this. Now I'm going to do the second sub question. So we'll directly substitute the value half into mod of x1. See, this is x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Okay, don't get confused. X1 is minus 5 bracket y2 minus y1, y2 is minus 5 minus y1 minus minus 1 plus x2, x2 is 3 bracket y3 minus y1, y3 is 2 minus y1 is minus 1, so 2 minus minus 1 plus x3, x3 is 5, x3 is 5 bracket y1 minus y2, y1 is minus 1 minus y2 is minus 5, mod closes. Okay, so area is half of minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4 plus 2 minus minus 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 threes are 9 plus minus 1 plus 5, minus 1 plus 5 is 4, so 5 fours are, okay. So minus 5 plus minus 4 is 20 plus 9 plus 20. So 20 plus 20, 40 multiplied by 9 is 40. Sorry, 40 plus 9 is 49 multiplied by 1 by 2 is 24.5. 24.5 square units. I hope my calculations are correct. Let's see whether the answer is correct. 24.5. Wrong. There is a mistake. I don't know. I didn't expect that. Anyways, so it is let's see what is my mistake. Minus 5 minus 2. What are you talking about? Y2 minus Y3. Y2 minus, oh, see over here there is a mistake. Over here there is a mistake. I took y1. This is y1. Maybe I couldn't read it clearly, or maybe I did some mistake. Anyways, y2 minus y3. Y3 is 2. So minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. Okay, so this will be minus 7. And this will be 35. So 35 plus 20 is 55 plus 9 is 64. 55 plus 9 is 64 divided by 2 is 32. So beware of these kind of silly mistakes. 32 square units. Okay, so do the first one. You can pause the video and do the first one. Do the questions which I'm not doing. Whatever I'm leaving, you have to pause the video and do it. Okay, let's go. Okay, very interesting question. In each of the following, find the value of k for which the points are collinear. In each of the following, find the value of k for which the points are collinear. Okay, we'll do the second one. What do you mean when the points are collinear? See, when the points are collinear, they are in one straight line. And when they are in one straight line, there is one very important property which is applicable to them. I discussed one similar question in the previous videos. Let's say the 3 points are A, B, and C, and they are said to be collinear. If AB plus BC is equal to AC, or if C is in middle, then AC plus CB is equal to AB, and so on, right? That was one of the criteria of collinearity. But I'm going to show you a new criteria of collinearity of 3 points today. 3 points are said to be collinear 3 points are said to be collinear if the area of triangle formed by them, formed by joining them, is 0. Are these 3 points, see, these are 3 collinear points. Are these 3 points making any triangle? No. So area of triangle is 0 for these 3 points because there is no triangle. If there is no triangle, there is no area. So area of triangle will be 0 for 3 collinear points. Yes. So we have our 3 collinear points over here. Let's put the values of these points in the formula for area of triangle. Half into mod of x1 bracket y1 minus y3, sorry, y2 minus y3, y2 minus y3 bracket close, plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1, I don't remember the formula, plus x3 bracket y1 minus y2, right? Mod closes. So area of triangle forming by joining by form area of triangle formed by joining these points is 0. So 0 is equal to half of mod of what is x1? x1 is 8 bracket y2 minus y3. y2 is minus 4 and y3 is minus 5. Minus 4 minus minus 5 plus x2. x2 is k bracket y3 minus y1. y3 is minus 5 minus y1, which is minus 1, plus x3. x3 is 2 bracket y1 minus y2. 1 minus minus 4. Mod closes. Now see, this 2 gets multiplied with 0 and it becomes 0. Okay, so here you get minus 4 plus 5. Minus 4 plus 5 is 1 and 8 ones are 8, plus minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6. Minus 6 into k is minus 6k, plus 1 minus minus 4 is 1 plus 4, which is 5 2s are 10. Okay, you can let go of the mod now. So 18 minus 6k is equal to 0. That means 6k is equal to 18 and k is equal to 18 by 6, which is 3. The value of k is 3. Let's check the answer. Yes. Okay, so we have two formulae now for two methods now to find whether the 3 points are collinear or not. If the segments of the parts joining these 3 points they fulfill these criteria, that is AB plus BC is CA or AB plus AC is BC or AC plus BC is AB, then they are collinear. Or if the area of triangle formed by joining these points is 0, then the points are collinear, right? Let's go to the next question. Find the area of triangle formed by joining the midpoints of the sides of the triangle whose vertices are given here, and find the ratio of this triangle to the area of given triangle. Very nice question. So suppose we have a triangle here. The midpoints of this triangle are, let's say, the vertices of this triangle, not the midpoint, I'm sorry. The vertices of this triangle are 0 comma minus 1, 2 comma 1 and 0 comma 3. Okay, let D, E and F be the midpoints of triangle ABC. So they are asking us to find the area of the triangle formed by joining the midpoints of the sides of the given triangle. So if you join D to F, D to E and E to F, you get triangle DEF. You get triangle DEF. Okay, so you have to find the area of triangle DEF. But for finding area of triangle DEF, you need the coordinates of point D, E and F. Let's find them. First, coordinates of D. So we will use midpoint formula for finding coordinates of D. So x coordinate of D is x1 plus x2 by 2, where x1 and x2 are the x coordinates of point A and B, that is 0 plus 2 by 2, which is 2 by 2, which is 1. Y is y1 plus y2 by 2. Y1 is minus 1. Y2 is plus 1 by 2, which is 0 by 2, which is 0. Therefore, coordinates of D are 1 comma 0. Okay, we got coordinates of D 1 comma 0. Let's find coordinates of point E. So x coordinate is 2 plus 0 by 2, that is 2 by 2, which is 1. Y coordinate of point E is 1 plus 3 by 2, which is 4 by 2, which is 2. So coordinates of point E are 1 comma 2. And finally, coordinates of F, x coordinate is 0 plus 0 by 2, which is 0 by 2, which is 0. And y coordinate is minus 1 plus 3 by 2, which is 2 by 2, which is 1. So coordinates of point F are 0 comma 1. Coordinates of point E are 1 comma 2, and coordinates of point D are 1 comma 0. Okay, so we have coordinates of point D, E and F. Now we'll find area of triangle DEF and area of triangle ABC, and then we have to find the ratio of these two areas. Okay, so first, area of triangle DEF is equal to half mod x1 y3 minus y2, right? Let me check. Y2 minus y3. See, I was wrong. I don't remember this thing. That is not right. Y2 minus y3 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1, x2 bracket y3 minus y1, correct, plus x3 bracket y1 minus y2. Okay, x1. So see, the coordinates of triangle DEF are 1 comma 0, 1 comma 2 and 0 comma 1. Okay, these are the coordinates of triangle DEF. Okay, so x1 is 1 bracket y2 minus y3, 2 minus 1. x2 is 1, x2 is 1 bracket y3 minus y1, y3 is 1, y1 is 0, plus x3, x3 is 0 bracket y1 minus y2, 0 minus 2. So half multiplied by mod of 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, plus 1 times 1 minus 0, 1 is 1, and 0 times anything is 0, so that becomes 0. So 1 by 2 times 2, which is nothing but 1 square unit. So this is area of triangle DEF. Now we have to find area of triangle ABC as well. Okay, the coordinates of point ABC are 0 minus 1, 2, 1, 0, 3. 0 minus 1, 2, 1, 0, 3. And area of triangle ABC is half times mod of x1 bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 bracket y1 minus y2. I hope I remember it now. Okay, let's check. First, the coordinates of triangle ABC: 0, minus 1, 2, 1, 0, 3, 0, minus 1, 2, 1, 0, 3, and then the formula x1 y2 minus y3, x2 y3 minus y1, and x3 y1 minus y2. Absolutely correct. Let's go ahead and find it. X1 is 0, y2 minus y3 is 1 minus 3, plus x2 is 2, x2 is 2, bracket y3 minus y1, y3 is 3, minus y1 is minus 1, plus x3 is 0, bracket y1 minus y2, minus 1 minus 1, half times 0 times anything is 0, and here also 0 times anything is 0, so we are just left with the middle term. 3 minus minus 1 is 3 plus 1, which is 4 2s are 8, so 8 by 2, which is 4 square units. Okay, finally we have to find area of triangle DEF upon area of triangle ABC, which is 1 by 4. 1 by 4. Area of triangle DEF is 1 and area of triangle ABC is 4. 1 is to 4. Let's check the answer. Correct. Let's go ahead. Find the area of the quadrilateral whose vertices taken in order are these. Okay, let me draw the quadrilateral. I'm going to make all of you do this question. But first, let me draw the quadrilateral. Point A minus 4 comma minus 2, point B minus 3 comma minus 5, point C 3 comma minus 2, and point D, which is 2 comma 3. You have to find area of this quadrilateral. For that purpose, you need to divide this quadrilateral into two triangles. Okay, into two triangles. Now, not necessary this quadrilateral is a parallelogram, but I've just drawn a rough figure. Okay, I don't know the actual shape of the quadrilateral, but that doesn't matter because you don't need the exact geometry to find the area. Now, what you need to do, you need to consider two triangles. You can draw any one diagonal, okay? Not only BD, you can draw AC also. Now you can consider triangle ABD and triangle BDC. You know all the three vertices of these two triangles. Find the areas of these two triangles, add them, you get the area of the quadrilateral. Please pause the video and do it. Okay, let's check. So yes, they have found the area of both the triangles and the total answer is 28 square units. So for any polygon, you simply have to divide it into triangular regions and having no common areas. Okay, they should not be overlapping, and then add the areas of these triangular regions. Okay, next question. Okay, you have studied in class 9th that median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal area. So this was areas of parallelogram chapter. Verify this result for triangle ABC whose vertices are A, B and C. So in this triangle, AD is the median, and we know very well know what median is now. So AD is the median, that means D is the midpoint, right? Do we know the coordinates of point D? No, right? So we can find by using midpoint formula. I'm just going to orally do it. So 3 plus 5 is 8, by 2 is 4, and minus 2 plus 2 is 0, by 2 is 0. So 4 comma 0 is the coordinate of point D. Now see, the theorem says that median of a triangle divides the triangle into two triangles of equal areas. So which are the two triangles formed here? Triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So what you will do is you will find the triangles, find the areas of triangle ABD and triangle ACD and compare them. So you will find the areas of these two triangle ABD and ACD by using the formula which we have studied in this chapter. And then see what is the area. Are they equal or not? If the areas are equal, then the theorem which we studied was absolutely correct, right? So please pause the video and find the area. Great. I feel you are done, and let's go ahead. Let's check. The area of triangle ABD is 3 square units and the area of triangle ADC is also 3 square units. So median divides a triangle into two triangles of equal area. So we have one miscellaneous exercise over here. Let's have a look at not all the questions, but yeah, some selected questions. Determine the ratio in which line 2x plus y is equal to, 2x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. 2x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. This line divides the line segment joining points A and B. Okay, great, very nice question. Let's first draw a line segment. So this is a line segment, let's say. This is point A, 2 comma minus 2. This is point B, 3 comma 7. And there is one line. Now you know that you have studied a linear equation in two variable. It's not a big deal for you. There is a line whose equation is 2x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. This is that line which I am talking about. Okay, whose equation is given over here. Red line. So this red line is dividing points, dividing the line joining the points A and B. So the point of intersection is this point, P. We have to find the ratio in which this line is dividing. Okay. Now, we don't know the coordinates of this point P. But we can find the coordinate of this point P. Okay, let's first find the coordinate of point P and then find out that what is the ratio in which this line is dividing AB. What is AP is to PB. So here this line, the red line which you see, 2x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0, divides the line joining points A and B at point P. We have to find the ratio AP is to PB. Now you know that whenever the ratio is missing, we take the ratio as k is to 1. So let AP is to PB is equal to k is to 1. Let AP is to PB is equal to k is to 1. Okay, so by section formula, x, that is the x coordinate of point P is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. x1 is k times x2, sorry, m1 is k times x2 is 3 plus m2 is 1 times x1 is 2 upon k plus 1. So x is equal to 3k plus 2 by k plus 1. Y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 the whole upon m1 plus m2. So y is equal to m1 is k times y2. Y2 is 7 plus m2 is 1 times y1 is minus 2 upon k plus 1. So 7k minus 2 upon k plus 1 is the value of y. Okay, great. Now see, the coordinates, therefore, coordinates of point P are 3k plus 2 by k plus 1 and 7k minus 2 by k plus 1. These are the x and y coordinates of point P. Now don't forget that point P lies on this line whose equation we already know. This is linear equation in two variable, that is equation of a line. We already know this equation. So this point P is lying on this line. That means its coordinates will satisfy this equation. That means if you put x and y's value, the coordinates which you have got here in this equation in the place of x and y, it will satisfy the equation. That means 2 bracket, see I'm just putting the values of x and y which are here in this equation, 2 bracket 3k plus 2 upon k plus 1 plus y which is 7k minus 2 upon k plus 1 minus 4 is equal to 0. So 6k plus 4 upon k plus 1 plus 7k minus 2 upon k plus 1 is equal to 4. I just took the 4 to the other side. So this will become 6k plus 4 plus 7k minus 2 the whole upon k plus 1 is equal to 4. 6k plus 7k is 13k plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2 is equal to 4 bracket k plus 1. So 13k plus 2 is equal to 4k plus 1. So 13k minus 4k, 13k minus 4k is equal to 1 minus 2. 13k minus 4k is minus 9k, right? Is, sorry, plus 9k is equal to minus 1. So k is equal to minus 1 by 9. I'm a little shocked that why is my ratio coming negative, because ratio should not be negative. Okay, 4k plus, hey, I made a mistake over here. This is 4 bracket k plus 1. See, it's 4k plus 4. Okay, so see, here you go. Good, I got my mistake a little early. Ratio should not be negative, okay? 13k minus 4k is equal to 4 minus 2. So 9k is equal to 2. So k is equal to 2 by 9. That is 2 is to 9. K's value, that is the ratio in which, uh, that is, let me write it properly. M1 is to M2 is equal to k is to 1, which is 2 by 9 is to 1, which is 2 is to 9. The ratio in which this line divides AB is 2 is to 9. Let's check. Correct. Okay, so they are saying that find a relation between x and y if the points these are collinear. So it's very easy. Use the formula for area of triangle. Area of triangle is equal to 0. Okay, so you know the formula for area of triangle. Equate it with 0, put the values inside, and simplify. You get a relationship between x and y. Please pause the video and do it now, right away. Please do it. Okay, let's check. The same thing they have done, and the relation is x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. Easy. Let's go to the next question. Find the center of a circle passing through the points 6 comma minus 6, 3 comma minus 7 and 3 comma 3. This is interesting question. Okay, so let's draw a circle. So circle is passing through these 3 points. First point is 6 comma minus 6, point A, let's say. Second point, let's say over here, point B, 3 comma minus 7, 3 comma minus 7. Third point over here, let's say 3 comma 3. So the circle is passing through these 3 points. You have to find center of the circle passing through these 3 points. Center of the circle. So let the center of the circle be over here, point O. Okay, you have to find the center of the circle, means you have to find the coordinates of the center of the circle. Yeah, you have to find coordinates of point. So let point O be x comma y. Now, since points A, B, and C are on the circumference and point O is the center, we can say that OB is equal to OA is equal to OC. All the 3 radii, OB, OA, and OC will be the radii. All the 3 radii will be equal to each other. So first, to find x and y, we'll take OB is equal to OA. What is OB? Apply distance formula. So under root of x1 minus x2, that is x minus 3 the whole square, plus y1 minus y2 the whole square, that is y minus minus 7, that is y plus 7 the whole square, is equal to under root of OA x minus 6 the whole square plus y minus minus 6, that is y plus 6 the whole square. Okay, x minus 3 the whole square will be x square minus 6x plus 9 plus y square plus 14y plus 49 is equal to x square minus 12x plus 36 plus y square plus 12y plus 36. So we'll naturally square both the sides. So square root will be cut and we'll be left with x square minus 6x plus y square plus 14y, 9 plus 49. Okay, so 9 plus 49 is 58, correct? Yes. This will be x square minus 12x plus 12y plus y square. uh, 36 plus 36 is 72. Just remove x square from both the side, remove y square from both the side, and get 12x over here. It will become plus 12x minus 6x. Get 12y over here, plus 12y plus 14y is equal to, get 58 on the other side, 72 minus 58. So this will become 6x plus 26y is equal to, this will become 72 minus 60 is 12, and this is, okay, so this will become 14. Take out 2 common, so this will become 3x plus 13y is equal to 14, and 3x plus 13y is equal to 14 by 2, that is 7. Okay, so this is 3x plus 13 by 7. Equation number 1. See, you have to find x and y. Now you might have got that what you need to do. Now you need to equate either OA and OC or OB and OC. Any one of them. Just like how I have equated here and got an equation in x and y. Same way you have to get one more equation in x and y. Solve these two equations and find the value of x and y by simultaneous linear equation. Please pause the video and do it now. All right, I feel that you have done it. Let's check the answer. The first equation, they have equated AP and BP. So yeah, the equation is 3x plus y minus 7 is equal to 0. Let's check. 3x plus y. Hey, 3x plus y. One second, they have equation AP and BP. They have equated AP and BP. 6 minus 6, 3 minus 7. 6 minus 6, 3 minus 7. Okay, have we done any mistake? I don't know, because the first equation we are not getting 13 over here. Let's check. Minus 6x plus 14y minus 12x plus 12y. So wait, 14y was here already. 12y will come to this side, right? So it will become negative. And minus 6x was here. 12x will come over here. Yeah. So this will be minus 12y plus 14y. See, I found my mistake. Why am I making mistake in every other sum? I don't know. So this is simply 2y. This is simply 2y. Okay, so if you take out 2 common, it will be only y left inside. Just y. So 3x plus y is equal to 7. Got my mistake. Anyways, so if you have made the same mistake, please correct it. And the second equation they have got is 20y. They've they've got directly the value of y, not the second equation. And they substitute the value of y in a first equation, and they've got the value of x. So the center of the circle is 3 comma minus 2. Next question. Two opposite vertices of a square are minus 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 2. Okay, so we have a square whose two opposite vertices are minus 1 comma 2 and, so this is B, this is C, which is 3 comma 2. Find the coordinates of other two vertices. Very interesting question. Let this vertex be x1 y1, and this, let this vertex be x2, y2. Okay, so what you can do is, because it's a square, you can take AB is equal to BC, right? If you take AB is equal to BC and apply distance formula, because you know the coordinates of A and C, just B is missing. So I think you'll get a, relationship between x and x1 and y1. But how you can get x1 and y1 itself? Wait, let me think. So apparently there is no other way of finding the other vertices. You have to do AB is equal to BC. So if you do AB is equal to BC, you'll be surprised to get the value of something rather than an equation in x1 and y1. Okay, so first do that. AB is equal to BC. Get the value of one of the coordinates, and I'm telling you with surety because I've seen the answer. Yes, and there is no other way, absolutely no other way to find the coordinates of point B. Just AB is equal to AC. If you equate with distance formula, you will get the coordinates of point B. For point D also, I think you have to do the same thing. Okay, so let's do this question here. Why not? We are just kind of guessing what to do. Why not do the question and show you? Okay, so we have to do AB is equal to BC, right? So it implies that under root of AB minus 1 minus x1 the whole square plus 2 minus y1 the whole square is equal to BC. X1 minus 3 the whole square plus y1 minus 2 the whole square. Squaring both the sides, you get hey, if we are squaring both the side, no need of this. Minus 1 minus x1 the whole square. If you can see, both the terms are negative, so on squaring both will become positive. So this will become x1 plus 1 the whole square, which will be x1 square plus 2x1 plus 1 plus this will become 4 minus 4y1 plus y1 square is equal to x1 square minus 6x1 plus 9 plus y1 square minus minus 4y1 plus 4. Do you observe one thing? On both the sides, x1 square, y1 square, and minus 4y1 gets cut. So what are you left with? 2x1 plus 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, is equal to minus 6x1 plus 9 plus 4, that is 13. So 2x1 plus 6x1 is equal to 13 minus 5. So 8x1 is equal to 8 and x1 is equal to 8 by 8, which is 1. So we got the value of x1. Okay, we got the value of x1. Now how to find y1? That's big issue. Hmm. Okay, see, one way of finding y1, I don't see that if we apply distance formula again in this situation, we are going to find y1, because again y1 square will cut, minus 4y1 will cut, nothing will happen. So there is one technique which we can apply, that is we have to do some construction. So what you can do is you can join AC. That's one of the diagonal of the square. Now angle B is 90 degrees since it's a square. Apply Pythagoras theorem here. So what will happen? See, now you already know the value of x1. x1 is 1. Okay, so here the coordinates are of the form 1 comma y. Now just focus on this triangle now. Okay, now if you apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC, you will get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Right? You know the value of AC square because A and C are known. AB and BC you don't know because Y is unknown. But if you put the values by distance formula in AB and BC and simplify this, you can get the value of Y, this Y over here. You can definitely get the value. But you have to solve this. So one more thing I'm leaving on you is to find D, coordinates of point D. How you will find it? With the same method which I have just described right now. Same method. First do AD is equal to DC. Find a coordinate if it is possible. Then uh, use Pythagoras theorem to find the other coordinate. Can you do that? So this will be a long question. Okay, in this miscellaneous exercise, the questions are really tough and long. So bear with me. Please pause the video and do it. Okay, let's move ahead and check what do we have got. So the value of x was 1 for sure. The value of y was uh, 0 or 4. So we are getting two values of y already. So if we are getting two values of y, the coordinates of the remaining vertices will become 1 comma 0 or 1 comma 4. So no need to find the other coordinate, that is coordinate of point D. By the coordinate of by finding y's two value, you get the coordinate of point D. So x coordinate is fixed 1, y coordinate we have 2, so 1 comma 0 or 1 comma 4. Even if you want to calculate, you can calculate and you will get x as 1. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Let's go to the next question. What is this? The class 10 students of secondary school in Krishinagar have been allotted a rectangular plot of land for their gardening activity. Okay, saplings of gulmohar are planted on the boundary at a distance of 1 meter from each other. तो ये जो बाउंड्री पे तुम्हें ट्रीज दिख रहा है वो सब प्लांट किया है वो लोगों ने गुलमोहर 1 मीटर का डिस्टेंस है देर इज अ ट्राइंगुलर ग्रासी लॉन in the plot as shown PQR. The students are to sow seeds of flowering plants on the remaining area of the plot. Taking A as origin, A को origin लेना है. Find the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. अरे easy है ये तो. अगर A origin है, ठीक है, तो Q के coordinates क्या होंगे सबसे पहले? 3, ये तो 2 और 3 के बीच में है ना कहीं पे. 3, 2.5. R के coordinates क्या होंगे? अजीब है यार. इसको मैं 6 ले लेता हूँ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 5 और P के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है? वो टेढ़ा मेढ़ा लाइन आ रहा है. 4 पे जा रहा है. यहाँ पे कहाँ पे जा रहा है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 है ना. 4, 6. ठीक है, तो इजी था, उसमें क्या करना है. What will be the coordinates of the vertices of triangle PQR if C is the origin? अच्छा, सी ओरिजिन है तो फिर ये होगा -1, -2, -3. ये होगा -1, -2, -3. तो माइनस में आएंगे कोऑर्डिनेट्स और कुछ अलग होंगे. वो तो हो सकता है, फाइंड कर सकता है. ऑल्सो कैलकुलेट द एरियाज ऑफ द ट्राइंगल्स इन दीज केसेस. वो बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि ये नोट कर लो, ये जो कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिल रहे हैं तुम्हें, मुझे ये सिर्फ 2.5 का थोड़ा डाउट है, मैं बता देता हूँ तुमको कि यहाँ पे क्या है कोऑर्डिनेट्स। 4,6 3,2, क्यू का है 3,2। हाँ, ये यहाँ पे नहीं है, थोड़ा सा मिसप्रिंट है। मैं तुम्हें कोऑर्डिनेट्स बता देता हूँ, देखो। दीज आर द कोऑर्डिनेट्स। अच्छा, ये लोग ने नेगेटिव नहीं लिया है, अजीब लोग है। पी, क्यू और आर के कोऑर्डिनेट्स फर्स्ट केस में ये है जब ए ओरिजिन है, अब जब सी ओरिजिन है, ठीक है, तो ये कोऑर्डिनेट्स लिए वो लोगों ने। तुम नेगेटिव लेके भी चेक कर सकते हो, ठीक है, नेगेटिव लेके भी तुम चेक कर सकते हो। दोनों केस में एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल सेम आएगा, दोनों केस में एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल सेम आएगा। इसका मतलब है कोऑर्डिनेट्स का जो पोजीशन है, मतलब कोऑर्डिनेट एक्सिस का ओरिजिन का पोजीशन कुछ भी ले लो, अगर ट्राइंगल का जो लोकेशन चेंज नहीं हो रहा, लोकेशन मतलब उसकी साइज और उसका शेप, तो एरिया उसका कैसे चेंज होगा, राइट। तो ये करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये एक समझने के लिए क्वेश्चन था। अच्छा, ये क्या है देखो, थोड़ा फास्ट खत्म करते हैं इसको। द vertices of a triangle ABC are A, B and C. A line is drawn to intersect the side AB and AC at D and E respectively, such that AD by AB is equal to AE by AC is equal to 1 by 4. Calculate the area of triangle ADE and compare it with area of triangle ABC. अच्छा, सो ए बी सी के वर्टाइसेस है हमारे कोऑर्डिनेट्स है हमारे पास, बट वी डोंट हैव द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट डी एंड ई। बट हमें एक चीज पता है, ए डी इज टू डी बी इज इक्वल टू ए इज टू ए सी इज इक्वल टू 1:4, मतलब ये रेशियो पता है हमें, राइट। तो अगर मुझे ये रेशियो पता है, मतलब पॉइंट डी ए बी को कौन से रेशियो में डिवाइड कर रहा है, तो और ए और बी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स पता है, तो डी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स में ढूंढ सकता हूँ बाय सेक्शन फॉर्मूला। इवन ये रेशियो भी 1:4 है, तो ई के कोऑर्डिनेट्स भी मिल जाएंगे सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से, तो एडी का एरिया भी मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। और क्या करना है, कैलकुलेट द एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एडी इन कंपेयर इट विद एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एबीसी। पूरे ट्राइंगल का एरिया तो मिल ही जाएगा, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से पॉइंट डी और पॉइंट ई के कोऑर्डिनेट्स निकालने, बिकॉज वी नो द रेशियो। उसके बाद एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एडीई ढूंढना है, जो हमने अभी एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल का फॉर्मूला पढ़ा उससे, और फिर एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एबीसी ढूंढना है उसी फॉर्मूला से, और फिर दोनों का रेशियो निकालना है। मुझे लगता है क्योंकि ये दोनों सिमिलर ट्राइंगल्स, हमने सिमिलैरिटी पढ़ा है, ये दोनों मिड पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन करने से बीपीटी अगर अप्लाई करें तो ये दोनों सिमिलर ट्राइंगल्स हैं। एंड सिंस दीज टू ट्राइंगल्स आर सिमिलर, the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of their corresponding sides, so ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. So area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle ABC is equal to AD square upon AB square, which is 1 square upon 4 square, which is 1:16, ठीक है। 1:16 आएगा इसका आंसर। और डी और ई कैसे ढूंढना है मैंने तुम्हें बताया। अब ये रेशियो ऑफ एरिया तो तुम्हें मिल गया कंपेयर करके, एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एडी भी तुम इससे ढूंढ सकते हो, बिकॉज एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एबीसी यू कैन फाइंड विद द फॉर्मूला। तो डी और ई ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है, यू कैन यूज सिमिलैरिटी। सो दो तीन मेथड्स है इसके। चलो आंसर चेक कर लेते हैं। सिमिलैरिटी से ही किया है वो लोगों ने, तो एक ही एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एबीसी निकाल के सिमिलैरिटी से एडीई का एरिया निकाल दिया है, राइट। चेक कर लो मेथड और आंसर भी। एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एबीसी इज 15/2, एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एडीई इज 15/32, ठीक है। ऑल्टरनेट मेथड वो लोग ने बताई है, सेक्शन फॉर्मूला वाली जो मैंने बताई थी तुमको, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट ये क्वेश्चन क्या है देखो, ये सब एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है, इजी क्वेश्चंस है बट करने पड़ेंगे तुम्हें, तो मतलब मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज खास करनी पड़ेगी। Let A, B, C be the vertices of triangle ABC. The median from A meets BC at D. फाइंड द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट डी। तो इजी है, मीडियन अगर मीट करता है तो डी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिड पॉइंट से निकल जाएंगे, मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला से। फाइंड द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पी ऑन ए डी सच दैट ए पी इज टू पी डी इज 2:1। ए पी इज टू पी डी इज 2:1। ये तो सेंट्रॉइड हो गया पी। तो पी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स भी मिल जाएंगे सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से। डी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हो जाएंगे, 6+1/2 दैट इज 3.5 एंड 5+4/2, 5+4 9/2 इज 4.5। डी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स ये रहे, ए के कोऑर्डिनेट्स ये है 4,2 और हमारे पास रेशियो है, सो वी कैन फाइंड द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट पी। Next, find the coordinates of point Q and R on medians BE and CF. Find the coordinates of point Q and R on median BE and CF respectively such that BQ is to QE is 2:1 and CR is to RF is 2:1. मतलब अगर B से और C से मीडियंस ड्रॉ करेंगे, राइट, तो वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि आई एम सॉरी, वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि अगर B से मीडियन ड्रॉ करेंगे और C से BE और CF, ये है BE और CF, तो वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि BQ इज टू QE 2:1 है, CR इज टू RF 2:1 है, तो Q और R के भी कोऑर्डिनेट्स ढूंढो। एक्चुअली Q और R सारे P के साथ कोइंसाइड करेंगे, मतलब Q और R पॉइंट है ही नहीं, वो पॉइंट P ही है। तो जो पॉइंट P के कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिलेंगे ना तुम्हें, वही पॉइंट Q और R के coordinates होंगे। What do you observe? The point are coinciding. The point which is common to all three medians is called centroid, and this point divides each median in the ratio 2:1. If A, B, and C are the vertices of triangle ABC, find the coordinates of the centroid of the triangle. अब यहाँ पे अगर सेंट्रॉइड के कोऑर्डिनेट्स ढूंढने का वो लोग ने बात किया है, तो लेट मी टेल यू कि किसी भी ट्रायंगल में, एक मिनट, आई थिंक सेंट्रॉइड वाला पार्ट मैंने लास्ट पार्ट में किया था शायद। हाँ यार, तो सेंट्रॉइड तो हो गया ना अपना, सेंट्रॉइड तो किया था मैंने। सेंट्रॉइड वाला पार्ट किया ना यार। ये क्यों लोड नहीं हो रहा, कुछ भी लोड नहीं हो रहा है। यस, सेंट्रॉइड वाला तो किया है मैंने। मैंने एक शॉर्टकट मेथड भी दिखाया था और इसका एक प्रॉपर मेथड भी दिखाया था मैंने सेंट्रॉइड ढूंढने का, करेक्ट। तो सेंट्रॉइड वाला हो गया है, ठीक है। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्या है? ABCD is a rectangle formed by the points shown here. PQRS are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA. Is the quadrilateral PQRS a square, a rectangle, a rhombus? Justify your answer. देखो, मैंने तुम्हें पहले ही बताया था कि if a quadrilateral is a square, then it's all the sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. तो तुम्हारे पास PQRS के कोऑर्डिनेट्स है, तो तुम चेक करो कि पी क्यू, क्यू आर, आर एस और पी एस इक्वल है या नहीं। उसके बाद तुम चेक करो पी आर और क्यू एस इक्वल है या नहीं। अगर सारे इक्वल आते हैं, मतलब सारे साइड्स भी इक्वल है और डायगोनल्स भी एक दूसरे से इक्वल है, दैट मीन्स इट्स अ स्क्वायर, ठीक है। अगर सारे साइड्स इक्वल है लेकिन डायगोनल्स इक्वल नहीं है, तो वो रोम्बस है। लेकिन अगर ऑपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल है, ऑपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल है और डायगोनल्स इक्वल है, तो मतलब वो रेक्टेंगल है। ठीक है, तो ये तुम्हें करना है क्वेश्चन, बहुत इजी है। यू जस्ट हैव टू फाइंड पी क्यू, क्यू आर, आर एस एंड पी एस एंड द डायगोनल्स पी आर एंड क्यू एस, and whatever property we use for identifying the type of quadrilateral that you have to use and find it. So please pause the video, do it. ये देखो, पॉज नहीं करके बाद में भी करोगे, तुम्हारे मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज है तो चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, बट प्लीज डू इट। ठीक है, ओके। सो एनीवेज, सो व्हाट इट इज, लेट्स जस्ट सी। सो सारी साइड्स इक्वल है और डायगोनल इक्वल नहीं है, मतलब वो रोम्बस है। ठीक है, एनीवेज, सो चैप्टर पूरा हो चुका है, कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री इज कंप्लीट, पूरा कंप्लीट हो गया, कुछ भी कोई भी पार्ट बचता नहीं है, सब कुछ डिटेल में मैंने बताया और अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस हमने किए। ठीक है, तो मैथ्स का सिलेबस तो अभी काफ़ी अच्छा जा रहा है, फिर भी कुछ स्कूल्स तो मेरे से भी आगे हैं, काफ़ी सारे दूसरे चैप्टर भी कंप्लीट हो गए उनमें। फिजिक्स में हम लोग थोड़े पीछे हैं, बिकॉज रिफ्लेक्शन बहुत सारी स्कूल्स ने शुरू कर दिया है, किसी किसी स्कूल ने तो केमिस्ट्री में कार्बन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स भी शुरू कर दिया है। So, anyways, we are not in any race with anyone. I think the syllabus is going quite in a respectable speed because जिस डिटेल से हम लोग करते हैं, it takes time. So, मैथ्स में और मेरे 2 चैप्टर के टारगेट है, ये मैं कंप्लीट करने के बाद ही आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट रिफ्लेक्शन फिजिक्स एंड 15 से, जो मैंने बोला है 15 अक्टूबर से जो टेस्ट स्टार्ट हो रही है, जस्ट प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट। ओके, सो I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.